that abroad she's treated differently. Princess Diana said in that interview she would have left Britain if it wasn't for her sons. Princess Diana always said she wanted to be the queen of people's hearts. Driven out of a loveless marriage just over a year ago, she could always count on the adoration of the British public. In her death, that adoration can only grow. Siobhan Dare, CNN, London.
Princess Diana was perhaps the most photographed person on Earth, but she was not the only one to express outrage at the tactics photographers use as they stalk celebrities. Even some members of the tabloid press admit the frenzy provoked by her relationship with Dodi was out of bounds.
I've actually been in that same tunnel being chased by paparazzis, and they run lights and they chase you and harass you the whole time. It happens all over the world, and it has certainly gotten worse. And I was absolutely appalled to hear that the Globe would even possibly consider buying the pictures. You know, not only do these guys harass and chase people, but now they're going to benefit financially by having been there and take this photograph. I think what is the world coming to? This is absolutely, it's so disgusting.
Paparazzis have gone over the top, and this obviously is a totally senseless tragedy that is the result of that. The other thing I'd like to do while I have this opportunity is to call on all the tabloid press in the world to not buy any photographers, any pictures, any photographs from these motorcycle paparazzis that are involved in this tragedy. This is senseless. It never should have happened. What's happened is an international paparazzi frenzy has occurred because of an exorbitant amount of money that was paid for Princess Di and Dodi out on a romantic outing. That's what's triggered this. The money was exorbitant. It has caused paparazzis to think they can win the lottery and incited this whole tragedy.
French police detained 5 photographers following the crash that claims the lives of Princess Diana, Dodi Fayed, and their driver. We will, of course, keep you updated. In other news.
The British Broadcasting Corporation suspends all programming in tribute to a fairy tale princess whose story does not have a happy ending. CNN Headline News, I'm Valerie Hoff. Thank you for joining us. Shock, disbelief, and ultimately sadness. Emotions are running the gamut in Britain and elsewhere this morning as people are waking to learn Diana, Princess of Wales, is dead. She was fatally injured in a car crash in a Paris tunnel about midnight local time. The princess was rushed to a hospital with severe internal bleeding. She later went into cardiac arrest. Princess Diana's companion, Egyptian millionaire Dodi Fayed, and the driver were also killed. A bodyguard was injured. Photographers were reportedly chasing the car on motorcycles. French radio reports 5 photographers have been arrested. The editor of the National Enquirer is appealing to newspapers worldwide not to buy pictures taken by the paparazzi in that tunnel. British newspapers and tabloids say their photographers were not following Princess Diana at the time of the crash. Since her divorce from Prince Charles, the British media has focused on the princess's relationships, most recently with Dodi Fayed. Walt Christopherson reports.
For weeks now, Britain's tabloids have been obsessed with the relationship between Princess Diana and Dodi Fayed. By most accounts, they met about 10 years ago when Fayed played polo against Diana's former husband, Prince Charles. But recently, the friendship apparently turned into something more serious, as the princess began spending more and more time with Fayed, sparking speculation they were in love. Newspapers, hungry for any news on Diana's personal life, devoured the story. Then, as the princess and Fayed took a Mediterranean holiday together, the headlines practically had them married. Just days ago, newspapers confidently predicted a wedding, comparing the duo to the late Jacqueline Kennedy and Aristotle Onassis. Fayed hails from a prominent Egyptian family. His father is the businessman Mohammed Al Fayed, the owner of Harrods, the London department store for the rich and famous. Fayed himself was a film producer of repute, having produced movies such as Chariots of Fire and The World According to Garp. Diana watchers saw Fayed as the man who could fill a void, a multimillionaire able to give the princess the high life she enjoyed, while sheltering her from the media clamor that follows her every move. It may have been this very desire to protect the princess from paparazzi that caused Sunday's accident. Walt Christopherson, CNN reporting.
And again, recapping our top story, Diana, Princess of Wales, dead in a car accident in Paris at the age of 36.